one day... Okay. It's James's funeral. We're sorry, James. Sometimes we loved you and sometimes we hated you, but rest in peace. We'll all very miss you.
Okay, I do not understand this. What are you guys talking about?
Doug, don't you know why we brought you here? Look what this tombstone says.
It says Rip James. Do you know what happened to James?
Well, sadly enough, I do. Ever since somewhere last night, James was trying to make it back to the sheds, and he didn't know that there was a broken track, and he tried to stop, but he couldn't. He fell straight into the ice down below. Once I came across the same bridge James has fallen into, I was surprised for what I have saw. I looked down, only to see a tender with the number 5 and a big hole in the ice. James was nowhere to be seen. And after that, I took his tender all the way to the funeral, where we are right now. And there you have it. That's the sad story of James. You know what, Thomas? I think your story is an absolute duck omelet gone wrong! Do you expect me to... seriously, do you expect me to believe that? Is that what happened to James? Yes,
Oh, well, then what is this then?
Oh, that's his tender.
And you were hiding it in that bush?
Oh, I forgot to bring that out.
So, your story was a big lie.
I think mine is, good.
Well, then explain it, Jim.
Jim? You know, isn't that your name, Jim?
No, it's Ginty.
See, it says right here. But I don't usually have this lining. That's supposed to be the British Railways logo, but I'll tell you what happened to James. I was sent to do some maintenance work on the main line when I found out some points weren't working properly and they would divert engines into an old track that would lead to mud. And soon, the Fat Controller sent me to pick up some workmen to repair the track. But by the time I was collecting the workmen, James was already puffing down the line. And he saw the track, he applied his brakes, but it was too late. The mud was so deep that James was nowhere to be seen. He went bye-bye.
So your plan was to kill James the entire time? No, don't get me wrong. You're under arrest! No, please, guys. No, Duck, please. No, everyone, hush! You killed him! Hush!
Now, it wasn't Ginty's fault. He didn't want to kill James.
Yes.
Let me tell you that me and Percy are the ones to blame, because
guess who just got metal bars to their face?
They actually look really good, Vinny. I like them for a bad character like you.
Well, thank you. And, are you guys having a funeral? Yes, because James died. Well, I'm not involved in this, so have a good day. Great, a goof just slipped through. James was struggling to move some cranberries off the line, but on one track, Percy was pulling the mail, and then I was pulling an express train on the other. When Percy saw James, he couldn't stop. And then he got James moving, but I couldn't stop too and crashed right into him. It was so terrible. Cranberries were flying everywhere. And they all landed on James, which was weird. Percy, what have we done?
I don't know, but I think it's bad. And you know what they say? It ain't easy being green.
Well, I guess I have 2 more people to arrest. Duck, do not arrest anyone. We're all sorry for what we have done, and we're all going to miss James so much.
Well, how are we going to know that if... What are you trains doing?
Sir, you may not like the sound of this, but James died.
Well, when he's done dying, tell him to pull his passengers. Here, they're waiting like crazy.
James, the Fat Controller.
He's dead, Percy!
Oh,
Guys, I think there's something moving underground. What the? James? Hi. You're still alive?
Well, how am I gonna make this clear multiple times? I'm still alive! After when I've been falling off a broken bridge into some ice, and then after that I fell into some mud and almost drowned, and then I got hit by a small green engine and an express engine. And my tender is right there. Oh. So after all those crazy stories we made up that are actually true, that actually made you die? Oh, you made up stories and thought I was dead. That has to be the most silliest thing I've ever learned, kids. So, next time... Ah!
Welcome everyone to James's funeral. We'll miss him so much.
I never died. Hush! Ow!